Hey guys, today we'll be talking about MicroStrategy. As you can see here right now, we're looking at the MicroStrategy's chart, daily chart here. MicroStrategy is sitting at 195.42 on November 17. So as you can see, MicroStrategy has been selling off huge, and downtrend has been going on for quite a while here, ever since back in July. So MicroStrategy looks like it could be bottoming, but uh, that's something that we're going to be discussing today in today's video. Okay, so there's a few things that we're going to be touch on. We're going to be looking at the VIX, and first, let's look into our tracker. So as you can see here, the tracker, our liquidity tracker, is showing that liquidity is at 42%. We are nearing a short-term headwind, so potentially we are in a caution phase. So our recommendation would be it's neutral and small size, so we're going to be waiting for a long-term bias for more liquidity to be flowing in and utilized by the market. So right now we are in a sideways status. That just means that we have to be cautious of what's happening, because there's a lot of manipulation going on right now. There's a lot of sell-offs, there's a lot of liquidity grab that's happening, and that's something that we didn't account for. So as a trader, as an investor, we will never know when these things rise up, and we don't know when these things are gonna sell off. Most of the times we can only look at the signals that the market is giving us, and we can only look at probabilities on our chances of going up and down and being right on the directions. But most of the times, just the big manipulations and institutions, and it's the big smart money that is going to manipulate the market that we will never account for. So again, we're going to be talking about MicroStrategy, and we're going to be discussing if we should be buying the MicroStrategy dip, because MicroStrategy is now very, very cheap. It depends. If it's going up, then this is cheap, but if it's going to keep going down, then it may not be a good investment. But according to this, MicroStrategy holds 61 billion in Bitcoin against 8 billion in debt, maintaining a conservative leverage position, while analysts anticipate continued Bitcoin acquisitions by the company. This is the part that we could be paying attention to here. TD Cowen analysts set a 585 price target for MicroStrategy MSTR, indicating a potential 170% upside from its current price of 194, despite recent challenges. So we believe that is true. MicroStrategy will be worth over 500 and more. Right now there is huge manipulation, but not only that, the retail are flocking away from MicroStrategy because of the leverage and of the retail's not understanding how MicroStrategy's strategy or plan is going to go based on the Bitcoin acquisitions. A lot of retailers right now believe the 4-year cycle is still intact, that Bitcoin could be hitting a top, and that's the reason why they don't see Bitcoin rising further, and so there's no need to buy MicroStrategy, and so a lot of retailers are selling it, and potentially maybe some institutions as well. Also, there's profit taking, but I believe that MicroStrategy in the long term is a good play because of the Bitcoin acquisitions, the leverage play that they are, but not only that, because of the convictions that they have. And Michael Saylor does have many videos on explaining why Bitcoin will be the future. But enough of that. So we're basically just gonna look at the charts now. Okay, so this is basically what we're looking at. So the reason why we believe MicroStrategy it could be hitting a bottom, our indicators are showing here. Again, it's not financial advice, not 100% confirmed just yet, because we haven't had one indicator that has flipped. We haven't had the speed trend analyzer to flip bullish just yet, but we did have divergence. So obviously the downtrend is coming down here, and then we have the volatility index from low to high, and it's just getting higher and higher. MicroStrategy did beat the earnings, as you can see here. So based on the Bitcoin acquisitions, is starting to make MicroStrategy profitable. But not only the divergence that's happening right here, we are seeing a doji that's happening. So less selling is happening. Basically, this says that's more bullish or buying pressure starting to come in and potentially flip. Again, it's not confirmed, but we are looking at this leaping pad here. It's been forming for a while now, and anytime we have the green volatility liquidity grab, that potentially means that a reversal is coming. So this reversal has been manipulated multiple times here. We did have the trend exhaustion starting to flip and signaling reversal with this arrow here ever since October. So a month has passed and we are still falling down. So nothing has really confirmed just yet. So we will be looking at, so the commodity trend is still not flipping just yet. We're waiting for this to flip past the zero line here. So we are near the bottom potentially. But based on what Tom Lee just said, this week could be the week of the market bottom. And if the market does bottom, we believe MicroStrategy at this level is very cheap. Combined with the analyst predictions or price forecast for it to be 585, MicroStrategy at 195 is trading at a discount right now. So today at this price would be a good level to start picking up some MicroStrategy if you don't already have some. So that's basically what we're looking closely at. I don't recommend buying it if you're not going to be buying MicroStrategy long term. So we believe any stock that we buy in the red, we love buying stocks in red, only if we are going to continue buying it in the red for the long term. So we're not going to be doing trading here. We're just going to be investing. So with MicroStrategy, we believe MicroStrategy is a long-term play. Again, analysts have set it at over 500. So to pick up shares at this price here, I would nibble at this level, because potentially if this is the bottom, at least you're in it and you can start tracking for it to go back up here. So we did have our Fibonacci retracements in here, and we are looking for MicroStrategy to bottom and consolidate around this price and head towards the 257 again at this Fibonacci of 0.382. So we're going to be looking closely at this, but is MicroStrategy a good buy the dip opportunity at this level? Based on the analysts here with the price target of 585, we would say yes, MicroStrategy is a good buying opportunity at 195 at today's price. So now let's get into the VIX. So what we're looking at the VIX here, we did have the trend resistance and support that we have inputted here. Anytime the volatility is going higher, that means that the market's falling. So as you can see here, the VIX is at 22.38. That's the reason why the market has fall. Anytime that gets higher, the market falls. So when the VIX comes down, then the market's going to go up. So for the VIX to be sitting at 22.38 and is hitting our resistance line here, potentially that means that the market could start the VIX could start falling down, and that means the market's going to start going back up again. The only thing is we're looking at the trend exhaustion here. It's still showing that it's still going up for the VIX, so that's also that's putting a damper and resistance for the market to come to go up and for the VIX to come back down. So we want the VIX to make its way down in order for the market to go up. So the fact that the MACD for the VIX is still curling up, that potentially means that there's still more buying pressure, more selling pressure for the market to fall down or at least consolidate and go sideways for a few more days. But based on what Tom Lee just said, we believe if he is right, market could be bottoming, and buying MicroStrategy at this price is at a deep discount. Okay, so that's something that we'll be looking at here. The VIX here, we want to see the VIX MACD crossing down. Right now it's going up, so we are still cautious of the market could still be falling. As you can see with the MACD here going up, the VIX has reached a high of 28 back at October 17 here. So we don't know if that's gonna be shooting up again, and then that means the market can be falling again. If that happens, Bitcoin could be fall down to 80,000, I believe, and MicroStrategy could be going a bit further here. But based on the exhaustion here, it looks like it's trying to go up, but it has not confirmed just yet here too. So that's something that we'll be looking at closely.